As the creator of award-winning language arts programs that have taught millions of children how to read, I am a huge fan of audiobooks. Let me tell you how and why you can use audiobooks to significantly improve your child's academics and character at any age. And the great thing is, you can keep your child busy and entertained with audiobooks in a way that is actually beneficial for their minds and hearts, unlike other forms of entertainment such as video games or screen time, which can sometimes be damaging and addicting. I'll also explain why I suggest you don't allow children to listen to certain kinds of audiobooks. Okay, so I am so excited to share this. This is such good information. The first benefit children gain through listening to audiobooks is a stronger and richer vocabulary. And this is actually more important than you might think. According to research, vocabulary is the number one indicator of a person's overall intellectual ability. Look at this quote. Vocabulary knowledge proves to be the strongest predictor of students' academic success. One reason audiobooks improve vocabulary is because they expose children to more words in general, but children can also listen to audiobooks at a much higher level than they can read, which exposes them to a more advanced vocabulary. In addition, researchers agree that children who listen to audiobooks show significant improvement in both reading proficiency and reading comprehension. Audiobooks shouldn't replace children's reading, but when used in addition to reading, audiobooks improve reading skills. The explanation of how audiobooks actually improve reading skills is fascinating, but it takes quite a bit more explanation, so I won't get into that here. However, if you want to develop very strong readers, audiobooks can really help. But in order to truly benefit from audiobooks, your child needs to listen to certain types of audiobooks. Some audiobooks don't offer all these benefits, and some can actually be detrimental. Before I dive into that, let me just quickly list several more benefits that come to children through listening to the right type of audiobooks. Significantly increases attention span, improves writing skills, increases oral reading skills, including punctuation and fluency, creates stronger empathy in the child, develops better listening skills, improves critical thinking skills, increases imagination and creativity, increases the child's knowledge about people, places, and history, increases mental well-being and emotional intelligence. Did you know that when you listen to a story, you imagine the story in your mind, which creates neural pathways, strengthening your brain? All right, what type of audiobooks are beneficial and which ones can be harmful? First, if your child is listening to books that go against your moral, political, or religious views, or make disrespectful behavior seem funny and normal, your child's character and empathy level is actually being harmed by those type of books. Children learn by modeling from what they read, and books play a huge role in shaping their worldview and their character. And unfortunately, the majority of popular modern children's chapter books, middle grade books, and young adult fiction are packed with inappropriate behavior and material. Instead, be sure to offer your child audiobooks that align with your values. I'll share a fantastic resource of how to find those books in a minute. You will also want to pay attention to the reading level of the book your child is listening to. If your child is listening to an audiobook that is at their reading level or lower than their reading level, it won't give them as many academic benefits, like improving their vocabulary. I always recommend children listen to audiobooks that are 1 to 3 levels above their reading level. On goodandbeautifulbooklist.com, you can test your child's reading level in just a few minutes and access a free book list that is given by level and also includes an icon to indicate if the book is available as an audiobook. You can also sort the list by just books available as an audiobook. And the beauty of this list is the standards. We do not include books with any profanity or crude language or even potty language. We don't include books that normalize morally offensive lifestyles or where children are saying things like shut up or stupid or exhibiting behaviors like rolling their eyes. You can check it out on goodandbeautifulbooklist.com. We started this book list about 10 years ago, and we review over 200 books a month, only adding books to our list that we know will grow strong and beautiful hearts and minds. This is an incredible resource that allows you as a parent to find trusted, clean books that are sorted by reading level. Now, a lot of us prefer to limit our children being on devices. After all, studies show that playing video games or too much screen time can have a negative effect on a child's development. They can become addictive and it can kill their creativity. On the other hand, audiobooks increase academic success and creativity. I want to encourage you to use audiobooks more with your children. This is an easy and beautiful way to dive into the world of good and beautiful literature, which opens up a whole, pure, creative, powerful world to your child. I'm Jenny Phillips, the owner of The Good and the Beautiful. This channel is all about helping parents build good and beautiful lives for themselves and for their families. Check out our original books on goodandbeautiful.com.